Today's Tuesday. This is a little later in the day. I realize most of you want to watch YouTube in the morning, but yeah, whatever. Welcome to Sean's R32. Very nice. 88,000 miles. We did drive to Georgia and back looking at one, and it sucked. This one was all the way, well, Midwest, far Midwest, not quite the West Coast, but kind of. Yeah, got trucked in, so we're going to be going over this, putting amber lights back there and just kind of sprucing it up. In the meantime, gonna do a video, not now, but soon, about the Geo Tracker. I did trade a Volkswagen New Beetle 2-liter automatic with a right-hand drive conversion for a Geo Tracker, but that's a different story for another day. In the meantime, things have been arriving, things that I'm very excited about. If you didn't see yesterday's thing where I was opening mail for the whole video, I don't even know if that was cool or not, but whatever. So let me show you. Hello, Brandon's very fetching BBS RMs while we walking past wall of wheels, and a new set of coilovers from SolarWorks. They are part of the KW family. So KW are all stainless, ST are exactly the same technology, but not stainless. And then the SolarWorks are a little lower bit of a price point, zinc coated, still very nice, and the company is founded by Glenn, who's a massive Volkswagen person. So yes, axles, just piles of axles. I have not done more on that, whatever. Golf Rallye, I'm gonna probably take that out to Chicago this week, so that'll probably be a video, but whatever. My Rallye, this is what I wanna work on. And yeah, hello Brazil, hola Brazil, how's it South Africa, konnichiwa, well, British Honda. But this is what I'm gonna work on today. As you may have seen yesterday, very fresh boxes from VXTuning arrived, the very fancy projectors for the headlights, and then the amber turns. Right now it has the smoke turns, but I'm just kind of over those right now. I want to go back to stock a little bit. So right now I'm going to build up a set of Rallye headlights with the incredible bi-LED from VXTuning, because no one wants to talk about this, but the original very weird bulb, the halogen bulbs, suck. And what a great car, and it would be really nice to see at night. So that's more than enough time. Let's see how quickly and how efficiently I can make this happen. So unfortunately, I can't give you a true halogen before, because I had already converted it to a Polo xenon setup, which, as you can see, it fitted pretty well, and it helped a lot for light output, but it did have the ballast and everything else hanging out there. So I'm going to replace all of this with just this one cute little unit, and there's just 3 wires, positive for low beam, positive for high beam, and a ground. So that's it. But let me show you very quickly how this all goes together. So the back of the Rallye Golf headlight is very simple. There's just these silly little metal tabs there that basically just pull the housing down and hold it in place. So 3 Phillips screws, ta-da, and it will come undone. Okay, so that is the screws removed from there. Then the whole assembly just lifts out. If you have an original one, you're gonna have wires. With this being, well, messed with already, it doesn't. But yeah, so my wires are just tucked away nicely in here, I believe. Well, I'm gonna play with this. I'll be back. Nope. Oh, do we? We have some wires? Yes. All right, so there's some wires there. As you can see, there's only 2. So if you want high and low beam from your LEDs, because it is a bi-LED, they do include this handy little jumper wire. So we'll just use this little double jumper. That'll hook into one of the originals. This will be the takeoff, and then the original connector will go onto there. All right, I hope that makes sense, but yeah, you're smart, you can work it out. So again, mine are kind of aftermarket and brand new, so your colors might be different, but I have a yellow wire here going to the positive on the high beam, and then red on mine is ground, which is just bizarre, but whatever, and then green will be the low beam. So I'm going to jumper this wire using the very nice little VXTuning one that looks pretty darn close to, well, original aftermarket. It slides through here. I should probably speed this up, but in the meantime, did you know that 1998 Beetles did not come with sunroofs at all. It was not an option. And then I'm working on a theory that Volkswagen Caddies in South Africa, the first ones were made as knockdown kits in the USA. Okay, we're back. So I'm just gonna hook this in there to whichever way seems like it's gonna have more space. Wow, this isn't interesting. Right, so there's the jumper wire attached. Pull the extra slack out, and then it just clips back into the original bulb there. So that's our power takeoff. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I just want to make sure that this wire clip is not going to make contact with it. Yeah, okay. So now I have red for ground, which is bizarre, green for low, white for high beam, and here is the VXTuning one, and they are labeled low, ground, and high. So that's it. Basically need to feed these up through the inside and deal with it. Okay, if you hear background noise, it is Brandon with his Cabrio with the air compressor, but that's awesome that he's working on it. So let's just hook this up. So let me think. Red is ground, which is bizarre, but that's fine. So let's see. Red goes to ground. You know how angry it makes me feel to have to say that? Then high beam is white, and then green is low beam. So in theory, that's going to be it. So then these just have to kind of tuck away in. There's quite a lot of space back there, but still. Okay, once they are all squared away, it does come with a new back cover, which is awesome. I feel like a lot of lights are missing them at this point. And then put that there. The only other thing I see on this headlight is that I'm missing the side light, which should be in there. So I'll have to go and find one of those in my drawers. Right, back into the parts room. Overhead lights, seat parts, Mark IV switches, hose clamps, lug bolts, side markers. No, nothing in that drawer. No. Keys and handles, no. Door handles. Okay, that looks more like it. Right, so there, that I believe is one of them. Broken bulb, but we've got a whole bunch of brand new bulbs in here. And oh look, there's there's LEDs if I want to completely upgrade. But oh, actually there's one with a good bulb. So as long as that's the right fitting, we are in business. These are all Euro, Passat Euro hatch, hit me up. You need some fun Mark II grills, hit me up. Here we go. Everything is fully assembled. Let's see. We have the one weird clip for the side marker done. We have the single Corrado style connector for the headlight, which always has one weird unused terminal on it. Don't ask me why. And then very simply it goes in there and presses right against the air cleaner for the Lyshome supercharger. Before I show you the beautiful lights in action, I just want to show you what happened. So this light came on no problem. This one didn't. And I wasn't sure what was happening, and the inner lights worked. So I grabbed my test light, which all of this would be live. So I insulated most of it apart from the tip. So it's hooked up to negative, and then here is the positive terminal. You can see it lights up. And then I came over here, hooked it up, and it was getting power. So what it turned out to be was very simply the main connector. The main connector right there was not seated all the way in, so that was absolute user error. And once I clipped it in properly, everything is now working. So on to the dramatic test with the Violet Touch Pearl Effect Caddy as the, well, lighting surface. Okay, the moment of truth. This is going to be the headlights. Turn the ignition on. I hope that you're ready for this. Side lights, and look, they work. Ah, look at that blinding light. It is sensational. Now, if you don't like the yellow in that, you can just change those to LEDs too, but I kind of dig it. And just to give you an idea of the cutoff, look at that amazing cutoff. When you just drop in xenons or LED bulbs or whatever, you do not get that. That is sensational. Oh, I love it so much. I mean, it is hard to describe how amazing this is. We could turn off the shop lights. Should we turn off the shop lights and then we'll end the video here? Is that? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, shop lights off. That is the beam. It is, I mean, actually, you can see the beam in the dust. It is ridiculously bright. So I'm going to adjust this, make this side a little bit higher. They are just the nice little adjuster screws there, so very easy to do. In fact, there you can see it happening right now. So this is the VXTuning Golf Rallye LED projector beam upgrade. A complete plug and play, drop in swap. Do I think it's phenomenal? Yes. They are absolutely amazing. So again, well done. Big thank you to Mike from VXTuning for making this happen. No one talks about it, but the original projectors look cool, but they sucked. They were just lousy, and this is like a ray of sunlight. It's just phenomenal. Anyway, thanks everybody. See you tomorrow. Daily live videos every weekday. Am I dropping this one at 11 p.m.? Yes, I am, because I'm here working. It is pitch dark outside, and I'm going to turn the shop lights on because Brandon is still working on his big 1.8 turbo cabriolet. So anyway, good night.